Bruce Lee is quoted saying, "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but rather I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." Now, how does this apply to language learning? Well, in my experience as a lifelong language learner and also having taught foreign language, I've realized that a lot of times we can get too caught up in trying to take in as much information as possible, especially when we know that immersion and getting ourselves into the language in as many different environments as possible, we know that that's really helpful. Sometimes we can focus too much on too many different sources of information, too much at once, as opposed to just really sitting down and mastering the things that we need to, or maybe not sitting down, but you know what I mean. Using specific phrases in the very beginning, that can be individual sets of vocabulary or expressions. And, right now I want to share with you 3 things so that you can kind of identify the things that you should be focusing on. The first is, as a very beginner, what can you actually use? And if you are coming across an expression or a set of vocabulary that you can't see yourself using within the next week or 2, I would skip it and then move on to the next thing. The second thing is, this is more, I guess, at kind of an intermediate level, but if you can find the same topics being discussed in your native language, or maybe the same books, kind of news events, stuff like that, that's a really good reference point to start at, because you can really familiarize yourself with the topic in your language, in your native language first, before you dive into the target language. Because if there are some words that you don't recognize, but you understand the whole gist going into it, that can be a really fun way to kind of activate that language and, familiarize yourself with the new terms that say the things that you already know really well. The third way to identify what you should be focusing on is if you're excited about it, if you're passionate about it. Once we get beyond the things that you have to learn, whether it's for your job or for some classes that you might be taking within the language, aside from those elements, if you're excited about it, that is a really good indication that it's worth studying and worth practicing, because if you are passionate about it, your brain will find ways to make it work much more easily than if it's something that you just have to do. This is a shorter video than usual for today, guys, for this week, but working on some fun stuff that I'm excited to share with you. If you enjoy this type of content, I encourage you to sign up for my free weekly newsletter that includes language learning tips as well as personal insights to help you with your journey. That's it for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like and the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and we'll see you in the next one.